St. Valentine's Day Massacre is a name given to the 1929 murder of 7 mob men, including a mechanic of the Northside Irish Gang, led by Bugs Moran during the Prohibition era. It resulted from the struggle between the Irish American Gang and the Southside Italian Gang, led by Al Capone, to take control of the organized crime in Chicago. Former members of Egan's Rasta Gang were also suspected of having played a significant role in the incident, assisting Capone.
Gangsters often controlled the liquor sales and gambling. The idea of quick money and the selling of guns and booze eager the start of the business. The outlaws of the 1920s gained fame among those who dreamed of fast money, but living in this life came violence and gang rivalries. Most of those outlaws were sent to jail, killed by rival gangsters, or killed by the law enforcement, but their legend still lives on.
In January 1920, the 18th Amendment became law, banning the manufacture, transportation, importation, and the sale of intoxicating liquors in the United States. The people who illegally made, imported, or sold alcohol during this time were called bootleggers. In the early 1920s, Chicago had more than 7,000 drinking parlors or speakeasies, so named because patrons had to whisper code words to each other. Physicians nationwide dispensed prescriptions for medicinal alcohol where pharmacies applied for liquor licenses. The operation varied in size from an intricate network of bootlegging middlemen and local suppliers right up to America's bootlegging king, George Remus, who operated from Cincinnati, lived a lavish lifestyle and amassed a $5 million fortune. To escape prosecution, men like Remus used bribery, heavily armed guards, and medical licenses to circumvent the law. In Chicago, 800 gangsters were killed in gang warfare during Prohibition, primarily due to the fight over alcohol sales. Bootleggers counterfeited prescriptions and liquor licenses to gain access to alcohol. In addition to eluding the police, bootleggers had to fend off other bootleggers who would steal the precious cargo of their own sale. To escape from the cops and others, they would put bigger motors into their cars to go faster. Stock car racing emerged from this.
The 18th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution banned the manufacture, transportation, and sale of alcohol as known as Prohibition. The result of the temperance movement during the first decade was very difficult to enforce. The increase of the illegal production and sale of the liquor, known as bootlegging, and infiltration of speakeasies, and also the rise in gang violence and other crimes led to the support of Prohibition by the end of the 1920s. In early 1933, Congress adopted a resolution proposing a 21st Amendment that would repeal the 18th. It was ratified by the end of the year, bringing the Prohibition era to a close.
Salvatore Luciano, also known as Lucky Luciano, was an Italian mobster living in the U.S. He was born November 24, 1987 in Sicily, Italy, but at age 9 he came to America. As a teenager, he started his own gang, but instead of doing crimes, he offered protection to young Jews. During Prohibition, he rose to his highest power. He was grossing $12 million after bribing police. In politics, $4 million left for himself. There would soon be corruption in gangs, and he would rise to the top power before finally being arrested. Nobody knows how he officially got his nickname. Could have been from getting attacked multiple times and also getting his throat slashed. Or from getting arrested 25 times and being put in prison. After years of trying, he was finally charged and put in jail for compulsory prostitution. During World War II, he struck a deal with the U.S. and they allowed him to move back to Italy instead of being stuck in jail.